Back on Wavy News 10 on Fox 43, continuing coverage of Hurricane Arthur. Hurricane Arthur blowing out to sea right now, but the impact still being felt here. And now we're focusing on power outages.
That's right. Joining us on the phone right now is Benita Billingsley-Harris of Dominion Virginia Power. Benita, no doubt a very busy morning. Exactly how many customers do you have without power right now in both Virginia and in North Carolina?
Well, right now it looks like we've got about 7,500 customers without power at about 100 work locations. We've had about 13,000 customers affected overnight. So our crews are getting to the locations as quickly as they can. And as soon as they make restorations in one area, sometimes it goes out in another area. So it has been a busy morning, as you said.
The culprit, wind knocking down tree limbs or power lines?
Absolutely. Those wind gusts and the saturated ground, the trees and the tree limbs are pulling the wire down and knocking out power. We're seeing outages pick up in like Chesapeake and Virginia Beach as well right now, where tree limbs have pulled wire down, like one in the western Land of Promise area, Long Ridge Road in Chesapeake. That's kind of near Great Bridge. And Virginia Beach, we've had a couple similar issues. And, of course, we've been battling issues in North Carolina for a while.
It looks like in Virginia Beach, the number had just grown to about a little more than 1,500 without power. Is that number still accurate since we checked it just a second ago?
It probably is. It might be gradually going down as we work on it. I know one of the trouble spots was over at Independence Boulevard area where we had some wire down, like Wolf Snare, Dam Neck Road, and so crews are out there to try to get that wire back up and restore folks as quickly as they can.
Hey, Benita, any areas where your crews are going to be on the scene and you're going to have to block off roads as a precaution?
I can check on that. I'm not sure at this point if it's causing. I have not gotten a report that there's any roads blocked as a result, but that is a possibility, and I can certainly check on that for you.
Benita, is anything more challenging about this? Because as I'm looking at the map, it looks like there are just outages scattered everywhere. Is that more challenging than if they're, the bulk in one spot? Is that more challenging for your crews?
No, because we're spread out all over, and we had crews on standby ready to go. I mean, we especially had backup crews in the Outer Banks area because we knew that we were expecting a big impact there. And, of course, it's such a big holiday weekend for everyone that we want to make sure that we're on top of it as quickly and safely as possible. But we had our crews staged all around the area so they could be ready to respond as soon as it was safe to do so.
And you have crews in North Carolina, the northeastern portion where you cover. What are some of the key areas there affected?
Well, in Albemarle area, we had a tree fall on a line in Williamston on Mackey's Road, and that knocked out power to about 1,400 customers. And then the Outer Banks, there's over 1,000 customers that are without power in that area as well. So we still encourage people, especially if folks are visiting down the Outer Banks and they're not as familiar with us, to go onto their smartphones and go to dom.com and report their outages. And also if they see any wires down, that can be very dangerous, and we want to respond to every wire down call, whether it's our wire or someone else's wire. They can tell if we've been there to make it safe by if they see yellow tape on the wire, that means it's a Dominion wire. If they see orange tape on the wire, that means we've checked it out, we've made it safe, and we've contacted the cable company or the phone company that it does belong to.
All right, Benita Billingsley-Harris of Dominion Virginia Power, thank you for taking the time this morning. We know you're very busy, so are your crews. I'm sure we'll be checking back in with you for more updates soon.
Anytime. We appreciate you keeping everybody abreast of what's going on and how they can keep in touch with us.
Thank you.